Hello guys, a good evening now. My name is still maybe TM, your anchor on Cartridge Solution Plays and Academy, where we give you in-depth information about cartridge farming, very viable, relative information about cartridge farming in order to promote aquaculture generally in Nigeria. So once again, my name is still maybe Odutola. Today, as you are watching in this video, I am still at Kerere at Ikorodu. I'm here to make some supply and to mentor a farm at Kerere. So what we are doing here is that there are a lot of activities if we visited farms, or sometimes if we make seedlings, or we are there for a mentorship programs. So what we do is that we try to make sure that we ask questions. We try to improve on what has really been assisting in the farm, so that looking at a possible means of making sure that we help in promoting or help in guiding the farm to grow. So that is what we are trying to achieve in every farm we visited to, and in everything you need to do, we need to make sure that you felt our presence in your farm in a positive way. So that's what we do. So what you are watching there is that we tried as much as possible, because going to Kerere, we were there with the Concord seashell in order to add to the water, to work on the acidity and the alkalinity of the water. So that is what we try to do, that you are seeing. So a lot of questions and answer is going on, which is in order to make sure that they get things right in the farm. So in making sure we give a possibility to every farms, so that's what we are trying to do. Kerere is very far from my side. It took us close about 4 to 5 hours before getting there. So we are really stressed up, and we need to do the best that we know how to do. So, but remember, I'll be taking you through the part 2 of my topic, how to grow big in cartridge farming. This is a question that I really hope most people should watch, and because there's no one that will want to start up a business and will not really want the business to grow big. So it is important for us as a prospective fish farmer, or a persistent fish farmer, or a present fish farmer, to make sure that we have a glimpse of 1 or 2 things that can make your farm to grow. So I'll be talking more on this today. This is the part 2. I tagged it in part 2. You can watch the part 1. You can check up here, which is being there. I think it's down. I showed it down to as well, and you can check up to in the suggestion link to as well. Just click on the suggestion link. It will take you to the video, but at least you can see it. You can presently watch it down. I made a overlay of it now presently, so in that you can get the part 1. So to follow up with the part 2 that I just released today. So what I'll be talking about, what another point I'll be last in the part 1, I talked about getting an appropriate pond, which is very key and very important. Most people don't know the kind of pond they have to do. So make sure that you have an expert to tell you the kind of pond that is suitable for you. There are different types of pond, as you know, different types of pond, different type of layout, different type of designs. But this really depends on the area, the location that you are siting your farm. Siting your farm in depends on the design and the layout of pond that is recommended for you to make profit. That means to grow big. We are talking about growing big in fish farming for now. Let me give you an instance. You can't just see, maybe you walk up to a person using a plastic tank or a concrete tank, and because you just saw that they are using a plastic tank, and you think you will use it in the place you sited your farm. It doesn't work like that. So you need to get an expert, take them there, let them look at what you have, so that they can really advise you better on which kind of pond system you need to do. And again, I just want to point in this. Make sure, I don't know how greedy we people are. Cartridge business is highly technical, which needs expert advice in order to grow better. So make sure that you pay for a consultancy fee. It doesn't really matter. Let an expert comes to you. So by the time you rub mind, there's no how you will see one or two things that can make your business grow better. These are very, very important. There may be some setting. There's a lot of farms that will visit. Their pond setting, maybe most especially the hatchery setting. The hatchery setting are very, very wrong. So some farmers are really getting it wrong. So by the time we visited the farm, we have to correct that so that they can be getting it right. Some of them, their flow-through system are not really working perfectly. The design they made for their flow-through system is not really working. So there's no how they can have a smooth flow-through system that's stressing the fish and congesting the pond with pollution. So all this has to be checked by an expert to guide you on the way forward in order to promote or to make your farm very, very big, which I will be preaching on this video you are watching. If you are enjoying this video, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel as you are watching. Press on the notification button and click on the like button, and please make sure that you drop a like on the comment section so that we can really see that you are following what we are preaching on this channel too as well. So another one I will be talking about is that you need to design the right species of fishes. It is very, very important for you to know the species available and the species that is generally acceptable in your location. For example, like in the north, we really know that they love more of big fishes. They can keep their fish for 14 months, 12 months and co. So in there, they can conveniently stock an Enterobancus as a species and hybrid as a species. But if you are the type that you are in our side here and because most people here we do a lot of melange because we need money very, very fast, so you can go on Claras. So there are a lot of species of fishes that is generally available. Make sure that you identify, meet up with an expert to tell you different kind of species they are, the way they grow, the way they eat. There are some species of Claras too as well. They grow long at the beginning and they started retaining weight and fat by the end of the day. And there are some that they don't grow long, they started coming fat and they started having weight at 2 and 3 months. So these are what you really know about catfish, most especially seedlings too as well. It happens to them too as well. Sometimes you may see some seedlings are juvenile which are not even weighing 8 grams. We are weighing 8 grams. Some will weigh 6 grams, some can weigh 10 grams. So it really depends. So all this you need to know by an expert advice. Once again, I told you, make sure that you call on an expert to visit your farm. Pay for him. Pay is not really matters. You can, I don't know why you invest close about 40, 30, 20, 10, 5 million on a business, and you can't do it maybe 200 or 300,000 to call an expert to get you right, to get things right for you, to call on a mentor to get things right for you. So to call a very expert constructor to design what you really need in your farm for you. So it is very, very important to have this so that you can grow your farm better and understand it. And it's very important for you to understand healthy seed. Healthy seed I will put this too on the suggestion comment too, and you can watch down for my video that I posted how to identify good seedlings. So make sure that you know how to identify good seedlings. I said in my video one of the common way to identify a good seedlings is the activity, the way they act, the way they perform. By the time you see an LDVT, you know this is an LD fishes. So that are avenue of you understanding and healthy seedlings. So it is very, very important once again to make sure that if you really want to grow big, make sure that you stock an healthy seed. Another one I will be talking about is your understanding about your feed and your feeding. It is very, very key. So this one will make me talk about this later to you because it is very, very wide and broad. Feed and feeding is very, very important because that is where over 80% of your daily running expenses is going through. So this has to be checked and has to be known. So make sure that you get a copy of this book you are seeing on the screen. It will take you through on how to feed your fishes, not to overfeed and underfeed, and how to work on an FCR, that means the feed conversion ratio of 1:1, meaning 1 kg of feed to 1 kilo of feed. So thank you very much once again. My name is still Mentorship DTM, your uncle of Catfish Solution Plays and Academy. In here we give in-depth information about catfish farming, on how to really grow your catfish farming. The secret about catfish farming is being released here. So make sure that you subscribe, you click on the notification button, and you click and like. So thank you so much. Make sure that you watch my next video. God bless you all.